All right, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. And in this week's free airdrop video, I got a new project for you guys to try out on a test net. It'll cost you nothing to do this. It's only going to take up your time, maybe 20-30 minutes, and it could potentially earn you a free crypto airdrop worth thousands of dollars. So if that's something that interests you, I recommend you sticking around and watching this video and trying to complete the tasks that I share in this video, because it really could be worth your time in the future. Because nowadays, people have it easy with these airdrops. You know, back in the day, during the ICO boom, we had to actually invest our real crypto into these projects before they had any technology made. And they would use our investment to fund the development of the project. Most of these projects didn't even develop anything and ran off with all of our money. There were some that did well, that actually delivered on their promises, and we made some money with those. However, the odds were stacked against you because it was a backwards system where you pay someone up front to do the work, and they really don't get motivated to do the work because they already have the funding. So nowadays, these projects develop the technology first through ventured capital private funding, and they allow early users and early adopters of the technology to benefit from a free crypto airdrop. Now, this is a revolutionary change in the way that crypto has been done early on, with pre-sales and private sales and ICOs. Now the average person has the ability to earn some free crypto for just completing some simple testnet transactions. Now, some of the airdrops aren't guaranteed, and they're speculative if they will actually provide an airdrop. That's actually the best time you want to be in there and testing it out before they announce the airdrop. Because usually once they announce an airdrop, the snapshot will have been taken at that point. So guys, if you're ready, we can dive into this week's airdrop video. It's an easier one than my last one on Barachain. This should be an easy one for you guys to participate in. Really, the toughest thing is just getting the test Ethereum and bridging it over. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's airdrop project. We're talking about SynFutures. Okay, SynFutures is a decentralized futures exchange designed for users to trade any asset pair and NFTs. So you can trade leverage against any of these cryptos and NFTs. Pretty sweet. We do need a great decentralized futures exchange on the market to use. Now, there are some of those out there, but this one is a little different, and I will go over why in this video. So SynFutures has received $37 million in investments from tier 1 venture capitalists such as Bybit, Polychain, and others. So pretty smart. Bybit investing in their own competition. Maybe eventually they acquire them fully, who knows? But at this point, they are an early venture capitalist investor. Pretty interesting to see Bybit's name up there, because this exchange could be a direct competition to Bybit. So maybe that's what they're thinking. They get a piece of the competition and earn from it through being an early investor and having a piece of this project. All right, guys, so not too many steps here. The hardest part is going to be getting the test Ethereum, okay? Because what SynFutures uses is they used the Blast ETH testnet. Now, Blast is another new blockchain that's coming out. They have their own airdrop tasks. I haven't really gotten into Blast yet, but just doing this could actually make you eligible for Blast as well, because you're going to be using the Blast blockchain. We shall see, no guarantees on that, but why not try to kill two birds with one stone here and get into SynFutures and possibly get into Blast as well. And also, when we do the bridge here, I'll show you that could be a potential airdrop as well. Okay, step 1. We need to get test Ethereum on the Sepolia network. Sepolia is a testnet for Ethereum. There's a couple testnets for Ethereum, but this is one of them. So first, we need to go to the Sepolia faucet. Now, this is a very reliable faucet. The only catch is you have to make an account. If you make an Alchemy account, then you're able to get 0.5 Sepolia test ETH every 24 hours. It's super simple. All you would do is paste your address in here, click You're Not a Robot, and then click Send Me ETH. As you can see, I did one 16 hours ago. So it won't let me do it until 24 hours has passed. So this is the one I use. You can also use this one for all the different test nets up here. Okay. So I recommend creating an Alchemy account. It's super easy. It doesn't take you too long. And then you can get your test Ethereum on Sepolia. If you're having trouble with that for any reason, you can use this faucet, which is a proof of work faucet. So what this does is you put your address in here, and it's actually going to start mining the test Ethereum on your web browser. Okay, it doesn't take up a lot of memory. It's super, super simple. But the only catch is you can't have a VPN on while you're doing the mining. It won't let you. So all you have to do is disconnect your VPN and do a little bit of mining. I've tried it. It works fine. There's no threats or anything from this website. And you don't need that much test ETH. You just need a little bit, because all you're going to be using it for is gas when you do the transactions on SynFutures, because they use a stable coin for trading. So you just need to get a little bit. You can just use a little bit of this, or you can use this one. Either one works well. I've done both of them. Okay, on to step 2. Step 2 is to bridge your ETH from Sepolia to Blast, the Blast ETH testnet. And the easiest way I found to do this is to use this alto.finance. I'm sure there's other ways to bridge, but this one worked for me, and I actually like this Alto Finance because I might use it to bridge other things, because you can use it for a lot of mainnet coins as well. So that's just really good to know, and who knows, maybe this Alto has a airdrop for using it as well. You never know. So you could be potentially killing 3 birds with 1 stone here doing the SynFutures airdrop tasks. You could be using the Blast network, using Alto, and using SynFutures. Okay, so all you do is go into here, click on ETH, you're going to click on Sepolia, and then you're going to click on this one, Blast Sepolia. If you can't find it, just click Blast and just make sure it's Blast Sepolia. Okay, and then you're just going to simply put in an amount. You can do 0.15, you could do 0.5. Just save some gas on a Sepolia to be able to do the transaction. So 0.3 works, and all you do is then you click send and you complete the transaction. Now this bridge takes about 20 minutes or so, sometimes longer depending on how many people are using it. So this is actually going to take you the longest time here doing these airdrop tasks. It's just getting the ETH to the Blast Sepolia network. Now I already have some ETH on the Blast Sepolia network, so I'm not going to actually do it, but it's very straightforward. You would just go through here, connect your wallet, and you would just complete a transaction basically like a Uniswap or any type of swap transaction. And you don't have to claim your Blast Sepolia on the other side. It'll automatically be deposited into your wallet. All you have to do is switch your network to the Blast Sepolia network. Okay, so on to step 3. So we'll go to step 3. So now we need to faucet some USDM. Okay, that's what they use to trade with here on SynFutures. You can see right here, V3 has been launched. Mint some USDM and experience it. So first, you notice I'm already connected to the website. You won't be connected. So you're going to want to connect it here. The only network is Blast Sepolia. Now, once you connect your wallet, the website will ask you to change your current network to the Blast Sepolia, and it'll actually add the Blast Sepolia network to your MetaMask, so you don't have to worry about adding it yourself. It's super simple. That's how I got the Blast Sepolia network onto my MetaMask, was just right here. Once I connect my wallet, it made me change to the Blast Sepolia. Boom, it's in your MetaMask. Now, I forgot to show you one thing here regarding step 1, which is getting the ETH. Okay, is you're going to want to make sure that under settings, you have test networks turned on. See how it says show test networks? You see how I got to that from settings, advanced, show test networks on. And once that's on, you can connect to the Sepolia. All you do is just search for Sepolia. It'll be under the test networks. Right there, Sepolia. So I forgot to show you that on the first part. Hopefully you can watch this part and see it if you get lost and don't know how to find your test Sepolia. So now we need to connect to the Blast network. And I'm already connected, so I'll just go here. Okay, so my wallet is connected here. And so what we need to do is mint the USDM. Okay, we're going to click right here, mint. And this is why you need the Blast ETH, because without the Blast ETH, you can't do this transaction to mint the tokens. So that's going to take a little bit to send. We'll wait for that transaction to go through. Now, step 4 is going to be to deposit some of those USDM tokens we just minted into our portfolio here at the futures exchange, the SynFutures. Because that's the way it works here, is you actually have to deposit it to then be able to trade with, and then after you trade with, you can withdraw it back out to your wallet. So it's still in a decentralized way doing this, because even when you do the trades, you're going to have to still do transactions to your MetaMask. Okay, so let's see if that went through. There it is. So you get 10,000 USDM. So we're just going to deposit 5,000 to start. You can do the full amount. It really doesn't matter. But you could save some to then deposit again and do more transactions. This is just another thing where the more transactions you can do, the better. And you want to try at least do every transaction a couple times just to make sure that you're on the books here for potential airdrops, because this SynFutures doesn't have a token yet, but there is speculation that they will have a token and it'll be airdropped to users of the testnet. Now, if they don't airdrop it to the users of the testnet, when it goes live on mainnet, we could just use the mainnet SynFutures and potentially those people will then get an airdrop. So we shall see. You know, maybe nothing comes of it. Maybe something does. Good thing is we're not risking any money to do this. This is all free. All you're doing is using some of your time to do these. All right, let's check our wallet and see if that goes through. Approved. So now we actually have to deposit. So first we were just approving. Okay, now we're going to actually deposit it. So we will complete the transaction here. Press confirm. And the deposit is sending. And you can see right there instantly 5,000 in our trade account. All right, so let's go on to step 5, which is trading. So now we're going to open some long and short positions with leverage. Okay, so we'll go to the trading tab. You can click on the link or you can just click back here to go to trade, either way. But I like to make it easy on the guide to help you guys. All right, we'll let this page load up. There's been some crazy trading action today. You can see a lot of long people probably got liquidated right there. And then some short people got liquidated right here. Crazy day so far. So the way this works here with the leverage is we're going to stick with 10x just to make it easier to understand with the math. Okay, so 10x, click on USDM, and we'll put in 1,000. Okay, so this is actually going to take only 100 USDM. Okay, so we can actually do 10,000 because we're doing a 10x leverage. So we're trading with only 1,200 USDM, but because of the 10x leverage, it's like we're trading with 10,000. Now, this isn't going to tell us the liquidation price yet. That's a few things I would like to see them add here is a calculator. I don't see a calculator or anything anywhere as to what your liquidation price will be. You can see there's a fee there of $10. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a long position in, click buy. You need to confirm the transaction in your MetaMask, and that's going to go through. And then we'll be able to see our position over here. Okay, so we have a open position right here. We can transfer more liquidity if we need to here. If we're close to getting liquidated, we can just transfer some more in. Okay, you can see our liquidation price is $23.92. Okay, now the only thing with this as well is there's no way to set a stop loss or a take profit price, which I really like to do when I leverage trade. So I would really like to see them add that in because that's going to help a lot more traders use this if they're able to have a stop loss price and a take profit price, like we saw with Barachain on their perpetual swap. They have all that stuff on there, which makes it really cool and easy to use. So basically, you just have to close this out manually. You would click close, and you can see when you're in profit over here. Okay. So now we're going to do a different pair, and we're going to do a short position. We'll do something like Doge, meme coins, you never know. They could pump and dump at any point, even though this chart has been pretty flat. Okay, so we're going to do sell, same thing. 10x, we'll do that with 10,000 as well. Okay, so that's going to take only 856 for some reason, because when you're doing the short, it doesn't take as much. So that's interesting. I guess it depends which side they have more of the money on. Okay, so trading fees only $7 for this one. So we will press sell, complete the transaction in your MetaMask, click confirm, let that go through. And once it goes through, you'll be able to see it over here, your open positions. Okay, so let that go through, and there it is. Our short liquidation price of 0.87. Okay, so if it goes up to 0.87654, we will lose this position. We can also transfer more margin in if it gets close, and it'll actually lower our leverage as well. So I like that, but like I said, I would like to see them have a stop loss and a take profit option on here because that will really help with trading. Maybe they'll add that. Maybe this is just still early stages here for SynFutures. So I recommend going through here and doing at least 5 different trades, okay? And just make sure, use it every once in a while and just do a couple trades, put some in. You can also mint more USDM if you need it, if you lose it all. And so that is step 5. Now, step 6 is we're going to add some liquidity, because that's how this futures exchange works, is you can actually add liquidity to be the house in this case, where you're providing the liquidity to the house for people to trade against, and they're going to pay you a APY for doing that. Okay, so there's different ones you can do. I'm just going to pick the USDM pool. Okay, so you can see you want to pick one that has a high APY, because that's how you're going to make some money. So let's just take the .USDM, and we'll be able to add some liquidity. All right, so the page is kind of lagging, so we're going to close out of a couple of these previous ones. Okay, so you want to pick the highest APY. Any of these really will work. So we're going to pick DOT to USDM. So all we need to do is supply USDM, and it'll pair it with DOT for us. We don't have to do anything special. So we'll just do 1,000. You can see, this is still a risk doing this, because if it drops too much, you're going to lose some of your money. Okay. So we'll press, you can also change this, if you want it to be less risky, you can do it this way. Okay. But your APY is going to go down, but you don't have any risk of liquidation unless DOT gets to under $1.45. Okay. So that's pretty low. So we'll be a little more risky because this is testnet. Okay. If this was mainnet, we probably would just do this one, because 195 APY isn't bad. And so we'll just do this one here, because I don't think DOT's going to get below $2. Right now it's at $7.30. Okay, so we're going to click confirm. Then just complete the transaction there with MetaMask. Click confirm. Let that transaction go through. Once it goes through, you'll see your position here. You can remove that position at any time. Okay, and so pretty cool. So it's actually if it raises higher too, it's interesting. So it needs to just stay in that range, because if it gets too high or too low, you actually get liquidated. Okay, but you can see you're going to earn some fees there. Okay, I'm not sure if it gets automatically deposited to your portfolio. It probably does, because there's no way to claim them from here. So you probably just go back here and you'll see some funds added here. Okay, then you can withdraw them back to your wallet, which would be the next step, is just to withdraw a little bit back just to test it out. Any little thing you can think of to test this, I recommend doing. Okay, any little button that you can press, any little transaction you can do to have it go through the blockchain is something you want to use, because that's how you're adding value to this project, is by testing out these features. And so that's really it. The last thing you can do is you can invite to their Discord, and you can try to chat it up in there, and maybe they'll give you a role in the Discord. Just try to be positive and say, I love SynFutures, and this is such a great project, and stuff like that. And this project has huge potential, and just say anything you want. Maybe they'll give you a role in the Discord, and maybe you'll get some extra bonus for that. Or just use it to keep tabs on the project as well. That's what I do. I really don't have time to be chatting it up in the Discord. You could if you want. You never know. It could be worth it. So that's really it, guys. Pretty straightforward and simple. 7 steps here. Like I said, the hardest part is just getting the ETH to the Blast network. Once you have it on the Blast network, it's just smooth sailing from there. And after that, like I said, just check this, every once in a while and see how your positions are doing. And then eventually you're going to want to close the position, transfer in some more margin, just do anything you can think of, guys. Okay, there's not that many options on here to do, and just try to do everything you can. Okay, do a limit order, just any little thing. This is just the basics that I went through here on the spreadsheet. So guys, that's really it for this airdrop video this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something on how to use this testnet. This is a little different from the previous one, because this isn't its own blockchain. This is actually its own perpetual swap on a different blockchain. So overall, I think this is an interesting project, because leverage exchanges are pushing more towards the decentralized aspect these days because of KYC and different government regulations. Is a lot of people are going to want to move towards these decentralized exchanges like this. And a lot of people like to leverage trade, because you can trade with more money than you have. You can make more money. You can also lose more money. So it's a give and take there. But overall, opportunities like this to test it out on the testnet only come around once. You have one opportunity to test it out, and after it goes mainnet, your opportunity is gone. So take action now. to secure your place for a potential airdrop of SynFutures. Like I said, nothing's guaranteed with this. It's just a rumor, but this is a highly ranked project out there. It has some great backing and some great venture capital funding already. So guys, if you found this video helpful, please hit a thumbs up. Subscribe for more airdrop videos. I'm going to try to make at least one airdrop video a week to see if we can't earn tens of thousands of dollars of free crypto during this 2024 year and make some free crypto and then make that into more crypto and just grow from there. Because that's the best, guys. If I can help you guys start from nothing to get something and make that into a lot of something, that makes me feel good. And that's what I want to do. So we're going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep scouring the internet to find these, test them out for you guys, and then make some videos for them. So I appreciate you guys' support on the channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And I'll do my best to find the best opportunities and the best airdrops to get in early so we can potentially make some free crypto. So guys, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto, out.